Finding Peace. My husband and I attended your Los Angeles seminar. I booked the trip at the last minute from Houston because of a dream. A few days before the trip, I dreamed that you shook my hand and said something in my ear. It took me a while to comprehend what you said, but when you were shaking hands with my husband, I finally understood what it was. You said that I do not have kids in this lifetime because I had lost 2 kids in my 2 previous lifetimes, and that this is why I am afraid to have children. Boy, that woke me up and bugged the heck out of me, because I am not afraid of having kids. I am tired of trying to conceive and am letting nature take its course. I had to find out more. During your morning seminar on past life regression, I had this image in my mind of a white woman living in the mountains with a husband and a son. It was a simple and peaceful life. At the end, when you asked what lesson was to be learned from that lifetime, all I felt from it was pure contentment and peace. Then it occurred to me that it does not matter what life I have, as long as I am learning to be content, peaceful, compassionate, patient, and generous. As long as I am learning all the great teachings that life, your books, and Buddhism have to offer, I am good. So be it that I don't have kids. I work with children every day, as I am a pediatric dentist, and that is happiness for me. Thank you for allowing me to discover this message. Michelle Lynn Michael's story is brief but powerful. The ending may not yet be written. I am sure that she has borne hundreds or even thousands of children over the course of her many lifetimes. In her present life, she cares for children every day. The insights and treasures of the spiritual wisdom gained after her regression are compelling. What a blessing to truly comprehend the basic nature of compassion, patience, and generosity as guides and stepping stones to our liberation. Michelle understands this at a deep and experientially derived level. She knows. Over the years, I have had many female patients presenting with fertility issues. Quite a few were able to conceive after the past life block, such as fear of losing a child once again, was removed, or after the tension was reduced through acceptance and understanding. If Michelle continues to live with contentment and peace, happy with what she already has, her odds of getting pregnant will dramatically increase. The following 2 stories expand on this theme. Last chance. A number of years ago, Brian was giving a workshop in a large auditorium in Florida. We arrived early, and Brian was busy in the front of the room checking on the sound, lighting, and stage arrangement. I took a seat in the last row and patiently waited for the day to start. Soon, a young woman came into the room, wheeling a beautiful infant in a stroller. She sat down close to me. I find babies entrancing. I love their smell, their soft skin, their fuzzy hair, and their silly smiles. They always remind me of the wonderful times when my now grown children were that age. The young mother and I engaged in small talk about the baby girl, and then I introduced myself to her. Realizing that I was Brian's wife, she said, "You're not aware of it, but your husband is responsible for my daughter's birth." Now, those are not words that any wife wants to hear. Remembering the neutral demeanor that I was trained to use as a social worker, I replied, "Oh, tell me more." She told me that she had always wanted to be a mother. Soon after her marriage, she and her husband decided to start their family. However, after months and months went by without conceiving, they consulted fertility specialists. Still, they were unable to have children. The woman underwent years of treatments and procedures, some of which were intrusive, painful, and embarrassing, yet every month the couple went from hope to despair. She was scheduled to see another expert for a new treatment. As she was driving to that appointment, she decided that if this procedure did not work, she would stop trying to conceive. Enough was enough. As the woman sat in the doctor's waiting room, surrounded by many pregnant women, she thought of many lives, many masters, and the concept of souls choosing their parents, and she remembered that the souls may be of family members or friends who have passed on. Out loud, in front of everyone, she looked up to the ceiling and said, "Okay. If any of you want to come back, this is the time. This is your last chance with me." Perhaps someone was listening. The procedure was successful, and 9 months later this beautiful child was born. Carol Weiss: I may have been partly responsible for this baby, but I myself have borne many children. I have been male and female over my many incarnations. I have been all races, all religions, and all nationalities. So have we all, because we are not our bodies, which are merely our temporary homes. We are the souls, moving from life to life, learning how to realize our true spiritual nature here on the earth. This shift in perspective from identifying with the body to identifying with the soul is a fundamental step on our journey. To know one's true nature is both freeing and healing. An ego or mundane mind can be easily afflicted by daily events and problems. But at the soul level, our deep calm is not affected by the minute stresses of everyday life or by outer conflicts. A greater perspective allows peace to prevail and our hearts to remain open and loving. Jennifer, whose story follows, discovered this perspective one day in a massage therapist's office, where she realized that she had subconsciously been identifying with a body that she had worn hundreds of years ago. This identification manifested itself physically as a scar, and also psychologically as a fear about starting a family. The resulting change in perspective freed her to experience the joys of motherhood, just as it had for the young woman in Carol's story and just as it may soon for Michelle. Soulmate. This is a part of Zindagi Ki Roshni consultancy. It has been established for those who have lost someone and for those who are very sad in their life. About 100 PDF books and 20 short audio books of this topic will be sent to those who join it. This data will be sent to their email or WhatsApp. If you want to join this organization, then please send WhatsApp message to this number.